New legislation mandating more training for security guards may have some unintended consequences, making it hard for some officers to find work. In August 2021, 22-year-old Dallas DJ Barrett died while fighting with security guards at Dierks Bentley's Whiskey Row. Those guards have since been charged, but the case hasn't gone to trial yet. The legislature passed Dallas's law to hopefully prevent this from ever happening again. Andy Cordan looks tonight at how it's affecting security companies. Andy.
Hey there, Mark. The legislation is called Dallas's Law after the young man who died. Now, Governor Lee, as you said, signed the legislation. It took place January 1st of this year. It basically mandates that security officers, primarily those working in establishments selling alcohol, that they get more training in de-escalation, first aid, safe restraint, and CPR. Jack Bird is CEO for Solarin Risk Management. His firm employs more than 400 people.
It's a tragedy. We can't make any light of what happened.
And runs security for some of the biggest clients in the state.
It takes incidents like that sometimes to bring about awareness.
Jack Bird tells me that he supports Dallas's law, but the CEO also says there have been some unintended consequences. Are you losing money because of this? Are people that work for you losing money because of this?
Absolutely. I'm disgusted to say how much money that people have lost, how many families this has actually impacted.
Give me an idea.
I know at least in my company that we've lost or had to transition at least 100.
Because they can't qualify or have yet to qualify.
Can't afford to qualify, haven't qualified. We've come to the point we're having to pay for it in advance.
News 2 asked the Department of Commerce and Insurance for data on guards receiving the mandatory training. Of the tens of thousands of licensed Tennessee security guards, both armed and unarmed, only a tiny fraction have completed the mandatory course, according to officials with the Department of Commerce and Insurance. The numbers may be misleading because only security guards who work in establishments where alcohol is served must complete the training.
I know that there's not enough trainers. I know that. I think the state knows that. There's not enough trainers teaching it that are capable of teaching it because this came out and it was no warning. I mean, there was no answer of what was compliant or not compliant, and to this day, there's still not an answer.
When we passed this bill last year, we set the effective date out a year so that the guards and the people who work at these establishments would have enough time to come into compliance.
State Representative Bill Beck sponsored Dallas's law.
Bill 2283 by Representative Beck and others relative to security guards and officers. Mr. Speaker, the Senate bill is on the desk.
He tells News 2 a lot of thought was put into the legislation.
I don't know how they could lose their job, but we've got plenty of opportunities to get the training. And when we did this, we brought all Department of Commerce and Insurance, the bars and restaurants, and many of the employees when we crafted this bill.
State records indicate of the 6 guards charged in Dallas Barrett's death, only 2 were properly licensed. Dallas's mother, Tammy Barrett, says that's unacceptable. She writes in part, Dallas's law was put into place to protect all persons. Just as many occupations require completion of training, so too should security guards. The cost of going through this training is nominal compared to losing a life or some other life-changing injury. And officials with the Department of Commerce and Insurance tells me that the agency is conducting routine compliance checks of security guards at locations that do serve alcohol, and Solarin Risk Management tells me they are 100% compliant with the new law. Back to you, Mark.